Alright, so you saw the title for this video, and I've honestly, I was just sitting down thinking of ideas that I can do for a video, and this just happened to pop inside my head, and I was like, yo, that's not even like a bad idea. So here I am recording, and I really think that this is like a question that everybody could have like a different perspective to. Well, actually, no, I'm wrong. I don't really think most people can have a different perspective for this because there's not really much that fruitless players have as an advantage to people who use devil fruits. And for the I'm probably just gonna split this up into sections, but let me just start off with what advantages do fruitless players have over people who use devil fruits. Now I'm not just gonna be walking here the whole time. I'm probably gonna have like a clip of me ship farming or doing dungeons in the background. I don't know yet, but yeah, let's just talk about that. So as a fruitless player, the only things that I can really see as an advantage is A, that you don't drown inside the water. Not like that's really anything big. I mean, I guess that when you're like fruitless, you have more of an incentive to go and get like your first Logia. And if you don't know what that means, you're basically more motivated to go do something. I don't know, because I feel like once you get your first Logia, it's just like the feeling after getting that first one is just different compared to everything else. Because like once you get your first Logia, you get that sense of achievement that you really like actually grinded off. Like you really grinded and got this devil fruit, you earned it, and it's honestly just like a happy feeling. But besides that, I don't want to call this one a bonus, but I guess you have pity. Because let's say that I was to fight like a fruitless player in a ring, right? If I beat that fruitless player, I'm not gonna feel the best beating them. Now, if it's like some one sword style user who's out here doing 51 per M1 and he's just like basically chunking my HP, then I'm not gonna feel bad for that. Like I'm talking about like you're just a fruitless player and you just simply just play the game without a Logia or Palm, Marrow, Barry, any devil fruit. So I don't want to like really say that pity is a bonus that you have over people who do have devil fruits. But if you use that right, you can honestly get yourself some good things. Because let's say that, let's just compare me to somebody who doesn't have a Logia fruit. They're like max level and they've just been grinding for like stuff like that, right? So let's say if I was to ask somebody for a Logia versus that person. But yeah, let's say who would you want to give the Logia more to? Would you want to give it to me, a person who has a devil fruit, has all of his skills and stuff? Or would you want to give it to the fruitless player who has nothing? So I guess pity can work in a way like that. I mean, that's just one scenario that I'm thinking of right now. So I don't really know if that's like true or anything, but yeah, I think that's really the only things I can see as being fruitless above versus having any devil fruit. Because if you use that like pity that they have towards you the right way, you can enter giveaways for fruitless only. You can enter so much fruitless only events, and I feel like a lot of people feel better when they give the fruit. I mean, me personally, if I host a giveaway and I see that somebody who's fruitless, I don't want to say just starting the game, but like they're decently leveled and they're showing that they want to play the game, I feel like if that person wins the fruit versus somebody who's max level, has a Logia, and can get them easier, I will feel more like I did something by giving the fruit to that person who just got their first Logia from the giveaway. But that might just be me. I don't know if everybody else feels the same way if they do giveaways or give away fruits or anything. But yeah, I would really say that pity is like a huge bonus to being fruitless. Alright, so like another idea that I want to add as to why having a fruit is literally just better than being fruitless at the moment is because it makes it easier to help out your friends. Now, I understand if you don't have friends.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Well, somewhat. But if you don't have friends, I guess this doesn't apply to you. But if you do have friends and you're not fruitless, it's easier for you to help them out in literally any other way. If you're fruitless, you'll either just get inside the way or just B, hold them back from doing what they actually can do. And I'm really thinking of this from like a public server perspective, because I know that most people don't have the private server game pass, but you can get inside private servers fairly easy. All you would probably have to really do is just ask somebody for it and they will let you use it. But yeah, having a devil fruit makes it way easier to help out your friends, like in anything, in PvP, and boss farming, and that's the only two aspects in GPO. So yeah, PvP and boss farming. Like what? Am I supposed to say ship wars? When was the last time you've ever seen somebody go on a ship and casually just like battle it out? All right, so this is Future Fart right here, and just in case anybody wants to, go into the comment section and be like, "Oh, I've seen somebody do ship wars." Watch, I'm proving you wrong right here. Watch, okay, I'm proving you wrong right here. GPO ship wars. 4 months ago, 7 months ago, 3 months ago. That was the last time, and that doesn't count. Okay, so that's it. You've never seen ship wars before. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Never before. Never. You've never seen it. And if you did say that you've seen it, then you're lying. Just because you want to, like, go against me or something. But, yeah, I think that's going to be leading me into the last part of this video. So these next few topics for Fruitless players I'm going to be talking about is more PvP oriented. But it's just basically, like, some buffs that they get in PvP, I guess. So the first one I want to talk about is how if you have one sword style, you doing like 40 plus damage in M1. I mean, at first people will be shocked, but after they realize that you're fruitless, they will try to come to terms with it. Me personally, when I see somebody doing 40 plus in M1, the first thing in my head that activates is to just cheese and run. And I'm sorry if you don't like the way that I think during that, but 40 plus damage in M1, like, I'm not no math genius or anything, but if I'm correct, 5 M1s from 40 plus damage is 200. Right? So that's 200 damage for landing 5 M1s, and that just, it doesn't sit right with me. But like I said before, eventually they come to terms with it. So doing 40 plus M1 as a fruitless, I mean, it doesn't paint a bad look. I mean, even if you do it when you have like a devil fruit, at the end of the day, you're playing the mode to win. So if nobody likes the way that you play, then that's just tough for them, even if it's me, myself. But I would call that an advantage, because I guess it makes people think less harsher of you. I don't know, it'll probably make them to be more toxic. I mean, less toxic if you was to win the fight or anything. But besides that, I really don't think I know any other advantages that fruitless players have over people who have devil fruits. Because if you have a devil fruit, you can literally farm bosses easier because you have a low gear bar, or you just have skills that do more damage than fruitless players. People are going to choose you over the fruitless players like any other day if you have a devil fruit, because fruitless players, they don't really do that much damage, and people kind of want to like blitz through bosses. What else is another benefit of having a fruit? I mean, everything just becomes easier. Like, once you get your first devil fruit that's inside the legendary tier or above, or look, even if you don't like any of the legendaries and you just want to go for like a rare, once you get that first fruit, you will obviously notice the difference between what it's like to be fruitless and have a devil fruit. Now, like I said before, I can't really think of any other stuff that I would say being fruitless triumphs over people who have devil fruits, or just make them shine out, stand out more. But yeah, I think that's really it for the video. Now, I don't want to keep the video short, because that just doesn't sit right with me. I like to have my videos at least 10 minutes to 11 minutes long. So the rest of this video, it might just be me showing off a drop that I got from dungeon. Oh, but also, like, recently I was doing dungeons on Wednesday, and I got a girl drop from it without 2 times Logia. So that had me hyped as hell. Oh, and while I'm here, and this is like completely unrelated to the video topic, but I really feel like 2 times Logia should go throughout the whole summer. Now, you might be asking why. I mean, I don't know why you would ask that. That's literally helping out everybody. But like, let's just think about it. There's multiple games coming out this summer, right? Or like they're just being teased to come out this summer. If FOU keeps on delaying the game like this, we're not gonna have any incentive to play. once all those other games come out, because it's just gonna be the same old GPO. People primarily come on Friday through Sunday so that they can get their Logia or attempt at getting it, then they just go away. So if you leave that on, that would have more people playing the game than often. One, because it's summer, and two, because it's 2 times Logia. So I really feel like there's no reason as to why 2 times Logia shouldn't be on during the whole entire summer. Now, you can say that it's to keep Logias rare, but if that was the case, Logia still would have been 1% ever since like the update that For You added when like the game initially released. Logia still would have been 1%. What else? There wouldn't even be a 2 times Logia event on the weekends. But I'm really saying this because it would just persuade more people to play the game on the weekdays instead of just being completely bored and just fly out of it. But hey, besides all of that, at the end of the day, I accept you if you're fruitless, if you have a devil fruit, if you ate souk. I don't accept you if you ate Goro. If you ate Mira, it doesn't matter, man. I accept you unless you ate Goro. But thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed, feel free to like or subscribe. If you didn't enjoy the video, then you don't have to do any of that. And I hope that you have a nice time or night wherever you're watching this video at. Oh, and I don't like Goro. I feel like I just have to say that. I don't like Goro. Such a scary fruit.